Yep. Totally said afternoon this morning. I'm going. I'm doing that all the time. That's not great. All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome. How are you all doing today? Uh, Hopefully your days have been good. My day was pretty good. Stacking shared an interesting thing out, which looks like a TUI interface for Olama. I guess it's for a bunch of LLMs, but Olama is one of them. So it's a UI chat application that speaks with LLMs, complete with chat commands for familiar usage. You can basically use it with whatever you want. Even works when paired with an editor like NeoVim. That's a little bit fuzzy, but at least it's bigger. Interesting. So you can get it to sort of like chat with you. Well, we can play around with that sometime. That seems pretty cool though to I guess like there must be like some plugin or something for NeoVim that lets you run a command and run it in there, or maybe they wrote it already and it's a NeoVim plugin as it is. I love that it's named oatmeal because they were eating a bowl of oatmeal when they wrote the first commit. Oh, that's great. But looks fun. Definitely something I'm gonna add to my list of things to check out. I am not logged in here. Am I logged in here? I am. All right. That is sometime in the future. We'll check that out. Let's get back to headers. So this time let's say, okay, so where did we leave off? Andrew, hello. How are you doing today? You saw something similar in Olama, but in Python. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is custom status codes. That's right. I want to go back to headers. There we go. Okay. If we want to get multiple headers at the same time, we can use the headers extractor to get a map of all headers. We can then use this map to extract as many typed headers as we want. Okay, so this is where we switch over here and we create our many typed headers. Okay, so we got that. No, I wanted to come here. Okay, so many typed headers. Let's grab headers out of here. So this is going to be, I think it was just headers, right? Is it header map? I think it's header map. So I get the header map out of here. And then the key would be like user agent. And we can tracing info. Something like that. You're unhappy. Expected value found a struct. Oh, wait, is that? That's a struct. Okay, so I see that you have like host and content length, but where do, okay, so those are constants that come from, so wait, you're a struct. That's not what I want. Oh, you're all structs. Okay, so I guess, okay, so with header, this is a header map. Where does that come from? You also found funny thing called grex. It creates regex for given strings. Now I'm trying to figure out how to plug it in with Helix and multiple cursors. So wait, so grex, is it like a LLM thing where like it's generated by LLM? Oh, no, it's just plain old Rust. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit tougher because Helix doesn't have any plugins yet. So I would imagine you need some kind of like plugin system first before that can work. So if I extract field headers, that gives me header map. Okay, so there's the example that we saw in the documentation. Okay, so it's a multi-map of header name to values, and header name is from HTTP. And then do you have, it's a struct, but that's not helpful. Do you have a bunch of consts in there? Oh, you have nothing in here. Okay, cool. I mean, it has pipe to CLI command, which should be fine, but Grex is not working with standard in. Oh, Grex itself doesn't work with standard in. Oh, that's not going to work then. Well, I suppose you could write a wrapper shell script, right? That then sort of like takes standard in and then just like shoves it in from. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's doable. But it would be nice if it took in standard in. I think that I'm doing this wrong. So I remember being able to get out of header map the list of headers using the typed system. I remember getting that, and that's what I want. So extract. So that's multi-part headers. There's the, okay, I don't want the typed header because we already did that. That's to get one. Okay, yeah, you're doing that with new shell. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to see how well that works. Okay, so back to here, back to header map. Now the key is a interesting. Oh, as header name. A marker trait to use to identify values that can be used. Okay. So it can be. Okay, so for a header name. So can I do this with, okay, so get, I want user agent. Like that would be awesome if I could, oh, header, no. That's not what I want either. What did I do? Okay, hold on. This is, Okay, so headers. So first of all, okay, you're not. Man, I somehow accidentally messed that up really bad. Okay, are you actually what I think you are? Like actually headers. So can I do headers dot? So I want get. Oh wait, is there a typed? Typed get. That's what I wanted. I knew I wanted something. So typed get, and then I can go the user agent. Oh, interesting. Okay. Typed get doesn't take anything in at all, but it returns an option H. So I need to tell it what it is. User agent. Okay, this, I remember it was from header map. I just forgot that there was a typed get method on it. You like how they come up with a sealed trait? A sealed trait just sounds weird, doesn't it? Oh, so okay, so it gives me an option, and then we can tracing okay, so then if I run this, so this is many typed headers. User agent, some user agent, curl 812. Okay. This is exactly what it does, isn't it? I haven't actually looked at like what a sealed trait is. Like, what does that even mean? And I forgot where it was. Oh wait, no, it's this one. Oh, okay. It's just sealed. They just named that sealed. Okay. I thought my brain went to like there was a special like thing named sealed with Rust. And we're like, oh, there's a thing called sealed. What is that? But no, it's like I got much more excited than I needed to be. It's just they named it sealed. Okay, got it. This is just private traits. You can't implement things that depend on sealed trait. Yeah. It's like I wonder. Oh, I wonder if they don't let us look at it. We can't see it. Here it is. Pub trait sealed, which they hide from the docs. All right, so we get this. Now, if I want a second one, what else do we have? So we can do content type. Now, okay, so we have headers. What are our choices here? Accept ranges. What's like something that maybe doesn't have it? We can do the date, expires. Sure, let's do content type. I don't know if actually content type is going to be set by curl. My guess is not. What did I do? Okay. You never saw Turbofish after the parentheses? Yeah, probably because I did it. Well, wait, did they do that? No, I think I did it wrong. But okay, here we go with that. Let's run you again. Perfect. Okay, so we can see content type is none, so I can show that off too. So All right. When hitting this route with a curl, we can see that the user agent header has a value, but the content type header is not set, and therefore a none. Did I just semicolon? I semicolon a sentence. That's not right. Oh, and Zilby's not on the desk. I shouldn't have that up. Okay, so let's show off what this is. All right, so we running. Nope. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. Started listening on port, so we get this out. Okay. Okay, so these are all good and well if we just want to get standard common headers, but what if we want to use custom headers? This is a very common pattern. This is a very common pattern, especially with, I guess like I don't need to say it's like a very common pattern. Let's set a header on the request called X message. Well, we don't. Once upon a time, the web standard was this IEEE. Who's in charge of headers and HTTP? I think, is it IEEE? Headers standard. That's HTTP header standard. OWASP? Are they in charge of it? W3. Oh, the W3 might. No IETF. I don't want to send people to an RFC. Why does the W3 always want to send me to an RFC? That's cool. Okay. MDN custom headers. I want to. Okay, custom headers. Wait, do they have, okay, so can I search like X dash? Oh yeah, okay. Custom proprietary headers have historically been used with an X dash prefix, but this convention was deprecated in June of 2012 because of the inconveniences it caused when non-standard fields became standard in that RFC. Others are listed in an IANA registry whose original content was defined. Okay. 2012 is so long ago, and like I keep on thinking it's just like, oh, just a few years ago. It was just a few years ago that headers you needed to use X dash, right? Sylvie, you wanna hang out? Maybe? Hi. Okay, so once upon a time, uh is there can I go straight to like, oh yeah, page. So once upon a time, any custom headers had to have the X dash prefix, but we haven't needed that in a long time. That being said, um, uh, there are, I don't think there's any typed headers with an X dash. That being said, we'll use one here to show as a way to like show that it's not a typed header. One here as an example. Let me say we'll use one here as an example, or as an example of a custom. No, later. Custom header that. Okay, so that being said, we'll use one here as an example of a custom header. Okay. So how should we name it if not with an X? You can name them whatever you want. So nowadays, if you want to set a header, oh, I don't want it that one. I want over here. So we could do something like curl. I think it was that what -H. It's been so long since I've like played around with this, but I think it's curl -H and then the header. So we can do X message equals hello world. And then so then we'll want to go to custom headers. So, oh, that was not happy. Okay, so -H, we probably want -H. Oh, okay, so it's actually simpler than that. So we'll do curl -H. We quote it, and you're gonna have a colon, and I could even do a space in here, and you'll be fine. So then you don't get hit at all because they don't have a route for that. So that's the next thing. Okay, so we're gonna have to get header map. So we have to get the header map route first, and then we can get our message. So instead of a typed get, will just be a get, and then this can be that X message. That's gonna be an option. And there we go. So we get this message is some hello world. And so it doesn't have to be an X dash. It could be literally anything. And you can overwrite and do, can I overwrite? If I tried to set a user agent, for example, let's go back to here, custom, no, not custom headers. I want many typed headers. Let's grab, can I add this after the fact? I want user agent to be, no, you don't. How about something like that? Yep. I've just, so user agent is now, no, you don't, instead of curl. So you can overwrite and just like change it to be whatever you want. And so that was one of the reasons why originally problem is they list some X headers. Let's see. HTTP headers. Okay, so it is in here. Proxies. Identifies the origin IP address of that. Identify. Okay, yeah. So we have these. Yeah. Okay. So it's, I can't just say that the X is the standard anymore. Well, I guess that's why they ended it, didn't they? Because they wanted to start using it for other stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's say these are all well and good if we just want to get some common headers, but what if we want to use custom headers? Let's set a header on the request called, let's just call it message. Called message. Or how about this? We'll just call it hello. Hello. Then I just won't. I'll just won't include any of that. You don't get a history lesson. XSS. Yes, the cross scripting attack header. So, those are always fun. Okay, so these are all okay, and we set header on the request called hello. So then all I have to do is change this to just hello. We're gonna switch you from message. Oh, yeah, I wanted just the one, and there's no way for me to select just the other one because they're both okay, fine. I guess we could still just do message. I'll just still do message under hello. That's gonna be fine. So then we do that. Okay, so even though we just want a single header, we need to use the header map in order to get it. That's because the typed header will only get us standard common headers. Hitting this route while setting a header will get us okay, so hitting this route while setting a header will get us following output. Is it possible to extend typed headers? That's can we extend typed headers? It's a good question. We should. I actually didn't even try. I was just always like, whatever. That's a thing. But we should do our due diligence and check it out. Yeah, I probably want to hit this again. So let's find okay, so instead of curl as message, this will be curl hello, and we'll just set that to be hello world. Okay. Let's do a little bit of exploration. A tea kettle drone. Hello, how are you doing today? So what I want to do is we want to see if we can extend typed header here. So let's see, how would we do that? You're doing good? Excellent. We're doing pretty good here. Just continuing to plug along with the course. Can I create a new typed header? So, ooh, wait, what are you? You're okay. So you're a struct. It's a tuple struct, and there's only trait implementations. So wait, are you saying that there's no like new on it? typed header. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay. But I can do type T here, maybe. So potentially what we can do. So okay, that's one way to do it. The other way is I could say let's do, okay, so we'll continue doing okay, we'll do the message. We'll do let hello header equals, let's do get a typed header. It's a tuple type, so you would have hello. Oh right, I keep on forgetting that it's a turbofish syntax for this. Shoot, but it's a type of this. So I can't do that because that's not really a type, right? That's a struct. So that's not a generic that I can do. So I can't use typed get. So I have to get, but then I can pass in hello header. And then just get the string out of it. That's kind of silly. Hello map extension. Oh, this is not it. Where does the type come from? I want to see what the type from the get. So if we go back to header map. What? There's no header map? Oh, okay. Defining custom headers. Okay, so what do? They create a new tuple struct that it's going to contain. So we would contain a string, impl header for that, and that's what we do. We impl header for it, and then we have to do all this stuff. Oh. Okay. So we would normally probably not put that into routes. We'd probably put that into like create like take headers. Good. Okay, so you showed up there. I probably don't actually need this to be mod, do I? Like pub. I need it to be mod. I just know it needs to be pub. Okay, and then you need to be pub mod. Message. Did I not create that? Touch message.rs in headers. Yeah, I totally did. Yeah. Okay, now you're cool with it. So let's do pub. Yeah, typed header T implement stuff when T implements header header. Okay, yeah. So this will work. So we'll do a pub struct. I did hello, so I actually should rename this. Hold on. Let's just full quit. Okay, so we'll name this hello. And so we'll go into headers. You become hello. We'll do a hello header, which takes in this. This will be a string that is coming out. Impl header for hello. Okay, name. Static axum header name. So you need to be a header name. From static, which takes in a static str. Okay, from static. This is gonna be hello, and return that. Expected a reference to header name found. Oh, interesting. Static, like passing reference statics is always weird, but it feels weird. Even though it makes sense because like it's in the code, so it knows that it always exists. T-Kettle, you feel like you're learning a bit of Vue today. Oh, you feel like learning a bit of Vue today. Nice. Let's know how you feel about it. Okay, next one up. Decode. So you get an values. Okay, so values is going to be a mute I, where the I is an iterator over header value. Header, wait, header value, not header, not the key? Wait, I'm confused about what this is supposed to do. I want to return, oh, I want to return self. I want to return self. And then if there's an error, an axum headers error. And then what I have is I have self, which is sized, which is that string, so that's gonna be fine. And then I have an I, which is an iterator, where an item is a header value. So I have an iterator over values. Do I have to find my one? You feel a bit off about learning it because I originally wanted to learn Leptos, but Vue seems more popular at the moment. It's a little bit hard to tell where things are gonna go because yeah, I think Vue feels a little bit more popular mostly because it's been around longer. But I actually be really interested in, it's been a while since I looked at this. Was it Google Trends? So I want enter a keyword. Okay, so let's do u.rs and compare that to leptos. So this is not very many for either of them. This is not very many for either of them. Lunatic, hello. How are you doing today? Do I have to like change that? Is it leptos.rs or is it, what are people searching for? No, okay, not that. Can I do like u rust? Oh, I can do that. I can do u rust and then leptos rust. Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at it, tea kettle, it's if it just comes to Google searches on its own and that's it, it's fairly even. Now if we look at it, wait, this is the past day, so hold on, let's do past 90 days. Even with the past 90 days, it's not, it's fairly even still. How about year? So right around what, like this point or so? Somewhere around March of this year is when, like March, May, June is when leptos started getting even with you. But then before that it was you solidly. Stacking, hello. How are you doing today? Don't forget leptos is disease. I figured out that I can add in a second keyword, so it's leptos rust. And you wait, can I do like together, like they must be together? I think this is better. We're getting like less searches, which is probably appropriate for a Rust framework. GBJ has apologized for the name because people might get nasty search results. Oh no. Okay, so that's a good thing to know. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's add in one more thing. Oh no, it doesn't like that. Okay, so hold on. If I do u framework and leptos framework, there's not, okay, maybe not 5 days, maybe okay, worldwide. Here we go. So fairly even with, maybe you can like argue, but I would say that's a rounding error to 0% difference between leptos and you for most of the year, with you being solidly ahead of it starting like before January of this year. Framework is too long to type. Yeah, but like the problem is like it's a disease, so people are searching for it for other things. Oh wait, What about crates.io? Oh yeah, we can check GitHub crates. The problem about GitHub crates is that they don't tell you the difference between a like a CI/CD install or a CI/CD install or a what is it called? It just a normal install, like people playing around with it. So Leptos, that's 166, so 166,000. U is going to have way more. 888,000. But again, like if people are auto building this and deploying, like for me, every time I do any deploy type things with my front end app, it multiple times per deploy, it like reinstalls from crates. So it's gonna it's gonna artificially inflate the numbers. Now, perhaps GitHub. Does GitHub have like a trends? It has like a search we can do. I wish that did they have like a trends type thing? That would be really cool. It's like Leptos with Rust. That, well, that's the thing, is like, no, that's not going to help, because these are things like that have it in the name, and I want something that has it as a requirement, and I don't think that they have that. There's GitHub stars. Yeah, we can take a look at GitHub stars. We could just like look at Leptos. So you have 12.6 thousand stars, and you has 28.8. I mean, but again, I don't know if that's a complete like accurate view of like, because it's a snapshot in time. What I would really love to see is like a trend, because like is you peaked? Like is it not trending up anymore? Is it like going down? I don't know. Don't forget, Leptos was just a hobby project until Primogen brought it to the forefront back in earlier this year, and GBJ started to take it more serious. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it was a hobby project. It feels very professional, like documentation wise right now. Like they're going for that. So good job on the maintainers of Leptos for really like focusing on that. That being said, I would say more like more developers would probably more Rust developers would probably be familiar with you than Leptos right now. But we'll see. That was a detour. Yeah, we do detours all the time. I mostly to avoid myself having to figure out what this is. I'm trying to figure out without looking at the documentation to see if I can just get it done. It's one of the ways I try to do this. Okay, so what is values? Great, you're an I. Because I don't know what you are. All I know is that you are a header value of some kind. I can find, I don't know which one you are. I assume that there's just one of you. On return a result of self. So what? Can I just do like values dot he was putting thinking into the background thread. I was hoping to. I think it was more of me trying to like avoid having to like to figure this out, because like I'm confused about why I'm getting an iterator for it and not just the value for it. Wait, is that because like you can have multiple headers for something? I think that's it. I think you can have multiple headers with the same keys. Oh no, what happened? Chantilly, we need a you versus Lepto showdown. That would be funny. Oh, funny? No, that'd be fun. I back when I ran the Node.js meetup in town. Oh, you have a start history. Cool. I didn't realize that's what I didn't realize that's what you meant. I don't think I was familiar with this site. No. Okay. We will maybe look at that later when we're allowed to. Leptos looked a lot better on paper, in my opinion, but I'm thinking about popularity as well. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if like you shared it and my system. So I don't know what that is. Like I don't know why they would do that. The link shadow banned restream bot again. Oh, of course it did. Which I have no idea. Hold on. Let me try something. If I go to restream, go to chat, go to settings, bot, turn off relay mode, turn it back on again. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, how about you? We now work? No. Cool. I don't know. Maybe by the end of the stream we'll be able to look at it. Okay, so I have an iterator over all of these, and I just want, can I have like the first one? Okay. I can't get the first one. I can do like next, right? So I can just get like next, grab whatever this is. So it's like let value equals this. That's an option that if you're a none, I want to return an error. So we'll just do if let, or let's do I want an axum headers error. Which what are you? Cool. Error. Oh, it's gonna be error. Invalid. I guess it's an invalid error. And then we're going to return a self value from this, which then you have to be a to string. to owned. Oh, to stir gives me a result. Oh, can I question mark you? Because you're not the same kind of air. Oh, of course. Oh, work for you without that message. Oh, interesting. So something about my system, it thinks that I've hit this way too often. But I don't want to put my personal access token in there just to view it. Oh yeah, we could, well, okay, so we could try it unless you're using like an IP address tracker or something. But let's see, what's the... Nope. Okay. It must be so it's not a cookie they're tracking on, it's something else. So that's fun. Oh, I wonder. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Nope, different browser, same thing. So I have no idea. Yeah, I must have it must have accidentally IP spammed them. And then my computer or my network or something got well, it's probably timed out. It probably means I have to wait for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, a day. Who knows how long before they like unban me. Oh, it might be GitHub issue. You just got yelled at on the actual site. Oh, hold on. No, it can't be them. All our systems are operational. We know that they've never had problems before. So when they shouldn't show it, they've had a lot of problems this year. So I wouldn't put it past them. Like there could be an issue going on with this. But I don't have any way to take a look right now. Yeah, I do have dynamic IPs. So like it's every time my router reboots or anything like that, I get a different IP address. But we won't worry about it. You know, if you want, if you're able to get it, says you're banned for an hour. Good thing the workday is over. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, nope, we're still good. Okay, so you're unhappy because... Okay, so hold on. So get the header value. So let the value equals value dot, what can I get? So I can get toString, which gives me a result with a toString error. Weird. Okay. Am I not supposed to put a string in there? Am I supposed to put a header value in there? I bet that's what it is. I bet you're supposed to be... No, because the okay, fine. We're going to go to the documentation. We're going to look at the way you're supposed to do it. Okay, so they're putting one in for a Boolean. So function name. So it's a reference to that header. Okay, fine. Function decode. Okay, so we get that. Let value equals values next. Okay or else. Headers error invalid. Okay, so basically, okay, I did the first part right. We use the next thing to get the values. Let's do that. Let's restart this. So we did let value equals values. We go to next. We do they like to do okay or else. We turn this into an error here. So this is gonna be an error invalid. And okay, so that gives us a header value, and then we need to figure out what to do with this. Also, I feel like headers had a ton of methods on it when we last worked on this. I feel like they removed stuff from headers for some reason. Maybe there's also like a lot of different header type things. If value is equal to 0, if value is okay, so oh no, what happened? Maybe I have to share a link for embedding in Markdown. API star history. So sorry about that, but I can see it. So what is that? Star SVG repos ustack. Okay, leptos. That should still be fine. Okay, let me. But I think it's too late. Whatever it did it got too late. Also, because I think based on what Stacking was saying, it's probably an hour. Let me, in the meantime, add in API star history.com to Nightbot so that it doesn't try to do this to us anymore. All right, so now you can share those again and you're fine. But I'm pretty sure we're still in a penalty box for like 45, 50, whatever more minutes. Okay, so that's great. Thank you for that, but you're not really helpful. So what I need to do is I need to extract the string from header value. So it kind of makes me wonder if, like, should I just make this a header value? Should I just do that? Because if I do that, then we can say I want to return an okay self value to owned. Because when I get the other types, like with the here with like the one typed header. Oh, that gives me a user agent. It's not helpful. That's not helpful. Okay, if I do this here, where I'm just grabbing this out from like a get, I'm getting a header value. which then we can check to see here. Okay. But that being said, the other ones do have strings in them. So I don't think that's like what they expect, nor what they want. So, okay, so we have value, so we get that. To turn this into the string, so we shadow again. So, okay, what I would do is like let value. Okay, so we get value like that, and then the like the hello, so we're gonna get the message. It's gonna be equal to value dot toStir okay unwrap or else invalid. What are you? You're a try as output? I question marked you. Wait, do you not? Unwrap or else returns a what? A result, right? No. No. Hold on. I'm thinking about the wrong method. I want what am I thinking of? Is okay and no. I want to map. I can map the error, returns a result. Oh, I want to map the error. That's what it is. It's map error. So I don't really care about this error. So we'll just do that. And I want to turn an error invalid like that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Now we have a stir. And then I can do a value, a message to owned. From static, you need to be to owned. No? Oh, expected stir found string. Okay, never mind. What are you upset about? Cannot return reference to a temporary value returns a reference to data owned by the current function. Well, what? Okay, hold on. This example is not really helpful, is it? So consider a do not track header. It can be true or false, but it represents that via new numbers 1 and 0, and then they're grabbing this from, they're actually grabbing from HTTP header DNT. Okay, so is there something I can grab from that? So HTTP header name lives for the entire program. Yeah, it does, but so these are, I mean, these are just a bunch of header names. That's great. That's awesome, wonderful. I want a like a true custom one. Not like just any header that's ever like okay. Do I have a choice here? Okay, so I'm in the headers trait. Let me see. Can I go to the HTTP trait, we go to header module. Wait, was that a builder for header? No, it's this request builder. That would have been cool if there was like a header builder. So this is a header name, right? Why did they decide to make this a static? So wait, okay, so if I do from static and we do hello, so that gives me a header name, but then that's not going to work because you need to be like the static of that. So can I do header like as stir? No, it needs to be an actual static lifetime, doesn't it? Is there an as static? No. How do I create my custom one? Do I have to like const it? Oh, and you want to be so I can actually just do this as header name. Cannot turn reference to temporary value. You're a const. You're not temporary. Do I have to make it a static instead? That's it. I had to make a static first. Okay. Fun. So I'm not a fan of that, but I couldn't figure out a better way to do it. And the documentation is really like going for headers that are not available to you from axum. You can then use another one that like HTTP already implements, but like I want this one to be a truly custom one because that's like we're gonna run into that. That's important. You need to be able to like if we want to build a typed header, then I should be able to do a typed header of a custom thing. And then use that type later. Okay, so we get that. We do that. Okay, so encode. So what are you doing? We are encode doesn't return anything. So we take in the values, which is a mute e. E extends header value. What am I doing to this? What? End code. Okay, so we get if cell. Okay, so it's turning it into a string 1 and 0. I guess you don't need it if you're not sending header. Maybe check decoding first. Well, decoding is what we just did, right? Values extend. Oh, so we call values extend iter once value. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so we just take our string and want to create a header value. Okay, so we want to create a header value. So that's the first thing. Oh, and you cannot fail. So no matter what I do with this won't work. So I just have to unwrap you. Because there's nothing else I can really do about that. And I guess like crashing is what we do here. And then, because they don't do anything here that could crash. I feel like they didn't expect me to do this when they made this system. Values extend. Okay, so then we're gonna do values. We're gonna extend. Extends a collection with the contents of an iterator. Okay. So then we go, this is like standard iter once. So we use once off the standard iter. And we pass in the value. So you don't crash, you compile. That means it's going to work, right? If you were able to construct hello type, why can't you encode it? I guess like I don't really know what it means by encode. Like I'm encoding it into what? Like I'm extending this, but like is that, I'm confused. I'm just confused by it, and I don't feel that there's very, like, the documentation for what we're doing here doesn't really explain why we're doing it. And that's what I want to know. I want to know why we're doing this. Okay, so we do that. So now we have this struct hello. So I should be able to come back to custom headers. So we can be able to do a typed get hello from that. Nope. Keep on forgetting that it's a type like this. There we go. Okay. Hello doesn't implement debug, so we have to come back to here and we say you have to implement debug. And now you're happy. I guess it's just a vec of headers. I know, yeah, I mean, it's a vec of headers, but like, is that like the header map that I'm dealing with? You're going to pull your hair out when you link this. Okay, looking forward to it. All right, so if I curl, we do header to you, and then, okay, so that all works. It's good. Okay, so this is documentation to HTTP 029. Let's take a look at what we got here. Headers. Returns a reference to the associated header field map. It returns a header map of header value. Okay. Examples. Let request. Type request of empty. Okay. Request default. Sure. Assert request headers is empty. Okay. That's a choice. That is a thing. In all fairness, that shit took me like 15 minutes of these awful docs to find it. It was like 20 pages deep. The example doesn't help. Okay, whatever. So we get a header value from header map. It's like, okay, we got that. But this still doesn't tell me what I'm extending. So I'm extending an E which has a header value. So like, I guess we assume that the E is a header map. Is that what we're doing? We're probably assuming that. So can I like tracing? Nothing. Okay, so that's you're gonna assume encode is the key. That I'm putting it into the header map. So it's what? It's extend. So if there should be a method extend. I don't see a method extend on there. Oh wait, oh here it is. It is on the header map. Extend a header map with the content of another extend a header map with the contents of another header map. This function expects the yielded items to follow the same structure as into iter. Okay. But we have more examples here. That's good. This panics the first yielded item does not have a header name. Oh, when we studied hash map in a REST book, they reference encode is the key of the hash map. Okay, okay. So Wait, is the word extend not in this example? Do they not use? Oh, extend a header map with the, okay, so I read it without actually reading it. Extend a header map with the contents of another header map. Is this concatenate for maps, for header map? This function expects, okay, so there it is. There's the extend. I couldn't see it in all the other stuff here. Okay, so we get two header maps, we put stuff into it, and then we extend one header map with the other. Okay, so basically what we're doing here is values that's coming in is a header map. We're creating another header map with the contents of this. And then adding it to like the sort of like the big header map, the original one. That's what I think we're doing. So yeah, this is all part of us attempting to create a typed header. So creating a typed header is kind of a mess. So yeah, sure, yeah. We're making a header. So here's the idea. The documentation for axum does say that it's a best practice to use a typed header whenever possible, and that you can create a header. You can create a custom header by creating a struct and implementing header trait for that struct, which is great if your header is a common header from HTTP. But if it's just like a YOLO whatever you want header, like, you know, the key for the header is hello, this is what we have to do. And that's not cool. It feels a bit weird. So, the header name, like right off the bat, when we're having to do this already is like telling me something's off. Like I feel like I'm fighting something. I'm going against the grain. This actually makes the most sense. Decode makes the most sense to me. We get the values, which is an iterator of values. We know there's only ever going to be one header with hello, one value. Someone at Stack Overflow found the same solutions as I did. Okay, that makes me feel better. I feel like this one we need to comment the heck out of it as to like what we're doing. So all right. Guaranteed? Uh-oh. How do I spell guaranteed? That, I don't think that's right. What, I can't do echo guaranteed and pass it to iSpell? That doesn't work? That is really sad. I was really hoping I could do something like that. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, so it is G-A-G-U-A. That's where it is. Guaranteed. Okay, so as a static, it is guaranteed to live for the entire life of the program. Okay, so we do that. Okay, so we're good to go. We get hello string out of there. Ooh, append headers. Append headers to a response. Returning something like content type foobar from a handler will override any existing content type headers. If instead you want to append headers, well, I'm receiving header. I'm trying to receive a custom header. But that is interesting. So this is how you can set multiple headers with the same exact name, which makes sense because according to the spec, you can definitely do that. Yeah, so here, this is the thing. This is what we're doing. Custom header. So in our route handler here, we're getting a header map. I want to do a typed get on this custom header, so it's a typed get as opposed to just a get and YOLO with a stir. Although if I YOLO with the stir, that is insanely easy compared to creating my custom header type and going from there. If you're receiving a header, you don't need to encode. I mean, that's true, but if I want to do a typed header on a get, I do need to write the encode. Well, okay, I guess I could just do like never, like won't call, or like, you know, what is it? There's the macro for like will never be called or something like that. Unimplement? No, not unimplement. Is it unimplemented? Maybe something like that. And then that would technically work, but I don't know if I want to put that in there. So anyways, this is the plan for doing this, but I also do want to do this as like I can return something too. So like I probably do want to like include in there instructions for, hey, now we did this. What if I want to return like let's see. Do I have to do input into response here? Like maybe I do. Into response. So let's then say that here we're going to do a tuple. It's status code first, and then I can do custom headers, right? So how do I do? I guess it's just the thing. Oh, do I have to return a header map or? No, I can just return that and we're fine. Header server. Okay. Yeah, I can just return a tuple with the headers. So it'd be hello, and axum says hi. Do I have to do like a header or something like that? Assassin, hello. I mean, you can ask, but I don't know if I can answer. So I can't always like answer to that type of thing. Header, oh, what do I want to be? They just return the header thing. So like that. Mismatched closing because I did something wrong. Oh, I could return a header like out of here. Is there headers? No. Okay. Oh, when you say emotionally, you just mean stress from your internship. Okay. I was a little bit concerned it was something bigger. And I was like, well, I don't know how much I can help with like a lot of emotional stuff from like I'm not a therapist. Okay, so I forget how to return the headers. All right, so we need a. I guess we can return headers like this. An array of tuples also gives headers. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I could do an array of tuples. Okay, so cannot initialize a tuple struct, which, okay, so then I want something like, no, not like that. Expected value found struct hello. Okay, so then I can't initialize it. You need to be public then here? The trait bound hello one into response is not satisfied. The following other types implement trait into response. Okay. What if I do a header map? What if I do that thing? So let header map new, and then we do header map. We want to insert typed insert the types header into this header map. So do I do something like this? No. Mismatch expected. Hello, found string. Okay. So you need to be hello. Okay. So now if I call this with curl, oh right, I need to but this is where it's going to be easier. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm going to Rapid API. Wait, we're not using Rapid API. We're using the sleep one. What's that one called? That's oh, I keep on forgetting what it's insomnia. I like my brain goes to every name other than that thing. Ooh, you found something. Request expanded documentation on implementing trait header. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. The info header for DNT example is a good start, but it doesn't explain the actual semantics of the iterator best design. Example questions, which might be nice to have answered in the documents. Under what circumstances will the iterator provided to function decode contain more than one value? If a decoded implementation does not consume the provided iterator entirely, what happens to the remaining values? Just like, what's going on? Yeah. This was opened on August 17th, and nobody's commented on it. Cool. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Assassin, I am gonna have to be shutting down pretty soon. I have an event to go to pretty soon. So if you'd like, feel free to send me a message. Like a Twitch message. And I'll read through it, and I don't know if I can help you at all, but I can just say I'm sorry if that makes helps, and I can do my best, but I don't know the answers to everything. Okay, not Rapid API. Back to Insomnia. I want to hit localhost, whatever our port number is. Our port number is 12357. And we want the custom typed header. Okay, that's apparently not it. It is a, oh, custom header. Custom header, and then we should get back headers. Well, look at that. Axum says hi right there. There we go. So now I can pass in headers. I can pass in add header. Hello. Insomnia says hi. So send you. Okay, there you go. Messages. Insomnia says hi. So there's the message. Messages Insomnia says hi. Oh, it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. Okay, so when I do the typed insert here, it shows up over here in encode, and that's where my tracing info comes in. So it encodes it when I start to add it in. So we're starting to get sort of like an understanding of what's happening with this. Cool. There's a HyperX crate which provides macro to generate custom headers, but it is outdated. It's not that hard to make your own macro. I mean, it's true. This is not fun to make, but like theoretically you're not having like a ton of headers that you want to do this. But I mean, yeah, this is definitely something we could do. We could create our own macro for this. Something we could do. I don't know if I want to, but it's a choice. All right. I am going to go ahead. So as I mentioned, I have an event that I'm heading out to tonight. So I have to take off to go make it in time. Sorry, yes, Hassan, wasn't able to get to your message. I will be back tomorrow morning at around 7 o'clock Mountain Time to continue with this. I feel like we're pretty much done with the like extracting the headers, and then of course we're going to do on the sending back the headers part of this lesson too. That's where like this one's going to be interesting. So I want to add in more comments to this, make this good, make this work, and then yeah, I'm not sure. Then we'll figure stuff out. Like we might be ready to record a lesson on headers. Headers are surprisingly, I guess, like more time consuming than I thought they would be. So anyways, it's all good. So with that, have a great rest of your Thursday. Oh yeah, the other thing, totally forgot. So I tried to get my COVID vaccine today. The website to the pharmacy completely lied to me. They told me I could walk in and get it, and I walked in and they just sort of like stared at me. It was like, "We're overworked. We can't do walk-ins." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I know." They yelled at me. They're lying on the website. Make an appointment. And so the next appointment time that I can take is tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. So I hope to be here tomorrow for the stream. If I can't, then that is probably because either I'm feeling bad or it's taking a really long time. I'll message on Discord one way or the other, or we'll just go live and I'll be fine. Hopefully it's that one. So anyways, that being said, have a great rest of your Thursday, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.